Hi there. Take this down here, this sticky here. I see that we're, well, whatever. I see that we're live on Shogi. Let me get some of these windows out of my way. There's a monthly classical arena happening right now on Shogi. And so it's been pretty good lately. I guess we're coming up on the monthly rapid, monthly classical, and so I'm going to jump right in there. Do we have anyone? Shiba Mizu is in. He's paused, but we'll see if we can get some games. Hopefully everything's set up again here. I've got the YouTube channel updated with the past 2 streams. I have updated the link in my profile here, and I think we should be ready to go. This will be good. 15:30. This is a nice time control for me, who is obviously a little slower, and hopefully more people join. I think in my limited experience watching these, the Blitz games, or the Blitz and Rapid get a bit more. Maybe that's just natural for online play, but classical is fun. So, okay, so we've got a couple people joining now here. I see Spectators Endiologist is here. I'm guessing I'm going to get matched up with him first, unless he's already in a game. It looks like he is in a game versus Steezy. Let's open that up while we're waiting for our game. Oh, is it finished? Oh, yep. Gote is victorious. Oh, Endiologist timed out. What? How's that possible? Huh. Okay. So let's get back to the tournament. How is that possible? Anyway, let's see what happens. Warabitter's in here. Do we have any other? There's no other pages. Okay, so neither. He has not yet joined the tournament, and so we'll see if we can get a game. If I can't get a game, maybe I'll in a minute here I'll jump into some of my studies and show what's available. Here on Shogi, and the kind of things you can do. I'll do that now. Might as well. Under the learn menu item, there is studies, and there are bazillion studies here from various people. I have you have the option to see your studies, your public studies, your private studies. I guess for now, let me click on my public studies. This is sort of a grab bag. It's just a bunch of my games that I've played over the board or on other sites. So I thought this was listed. Let's recently updated. So I guess I played some games on 81 Dojo last week. Shogi Club 24. I think where I've lately mostly been playing outside of Shogi, and then the over the board East Bay Shogi Club, and then it goes back into Shogi Wars, and with different. I track it with year and some sort of increment, because as far as I know, there's a 64 chapter limit. So like if we jump into one of these. It's my. I've set this view up here to be targeted to the stream, so it's not as wide as I think it would be on most people's desktop, but you'd see the chapters usually, I think, on the top left. So here are the chapters, the various games. The Kifu from Shogi Club 24 includes the rating of the player. So like you'll see, I'm fluctuating 200, 300. I'm gonna jump in to one of these, and so I'll play a game, I'll copy it, import it, and then run the computer analysis, and it shows where who had the advantage at various points in the match, and we'll add lines where there are inaccuracies, blunders, that kind of thing. So if you like look at this game here, I'm guessing I lost this one. Did I lose this one? Let's see. I did lose this one. He played better in terms of sent upon loss. Mistakes. I made 3 blunder. What the blunder, mistakes, inaccuracies? They're a bit odd on Lee Shogi. They're not. They don't. At least in my mind, they don't make quite as much sense as they do in chess, where usually a blunder is pretty obvious. A mistake is something that's not necessarily losing or terribly losing, I think. Then an accuracy is a small, a very small mistake. These I've seen, I've seen some not relatives, some pretty massive swingy kind of bad moves not get categorized as blunders. A lot of times in the end game, maybe some of the thinking is that the difference between 4,000 and 3,000 is not worth mentioning, but it's a huge mistake. Even if you're still losing, it's a pretty big mistake, and it sometimes doesn't even categorize. Otherwise, sometimes a move that isn't losing, I've seen gets categorized as a blunder, and I don't know if I'll find an example of it here. Let's see this one here. What is this? Okay, so this is a blunder. This went from okay, some -6, and if you're familiar with some of the Yanra O measurements, I'd say this is I think it's 100. It's 100x factor. I guess this is sort of scaled down to more match what would be expected on Lichess or chess or some pawn evaluation. I don't know if those hold up on Yanra O engine like calculations, but I believe if we ran this in the engine, it'd be like 600 minus 600, which is just barely advantageous, I think, to Gote. This one would be a bigger one. This would be 1790, which is I think considered in bad shape, but not lost. I thought. I think that's somewhere in the 1500 to 2000 range where it might be considered to be lost. But regardless, for players of my level, that doesn't matter. But anyway, so it evaluates the game. It finds these bad mistakes, and it makes it easy to review. So in this case, what did I do? I dropped this? Yeah. So there's this. I dropped this knight, and a pretty big error. And the engine suggests I would have this line. And I find these helpful to go over. Sometimes the computer responses to individual suggestions seem non-human or inhuman at best. But it's still nice to get in here. Let's say, oh, I do this. What if the horse just took it? Turn on the engine, and we'll see what. If I had been worried, let's say during the game, when I made this knight drop here on 6-5. If I would have gone 7-4 with a pawn push to 7-4, I was thinking, oh well, if I do that, then the horse will just take it, and so now I can evaluate what actually would have happened. And okay, so the engine suggesting the engine is suggesting this would have happened, but let's say okay, this is the line I was worried about. Oh, if you would have done that, then I can just move my bishop out here. And it's a real good way to sort of rethink or plan check or get some sense of what you are doing, because the game is so complex and it's really difficult to figure out in the heat of the game, and even during an analysis section. what the heck is going on? So I'm going to turn off that engine. Let me get back to the tournament. Let's see what's going on. So there's that. I guess he's there, but he just must be stepped away from the computer. I'm at the same time here. I'm kind of disappointed that there's no one playing, because the classical arena is usually really nice. There's 2 hours. There's hour 54 left. So we should be able to get some games, but here in California it's 9 a.m. What is it? In Europe it's late afternoon, evening. It seems like maybe that might be a good time. But anyway, in the meantime, I'm going to experiment here and try to create a game. I don't know what will happen if I create a game, get in a game, and then get match made in the tournament. I don't know what's going to happen there. So I'm going to just, as sort of respect for the opponent, I'm just going to make a casual game, and then see if I get matched. Create a game, real time. Let's do 10:30. Periods 1. What is this? Periods increment in seconds. I don't know what this is. Okay, Pyoyomi casual. I'll take any challengers here. I think I did it right. Looking closer. Okay. So you can see in the lobby there's a match, or a match offered, and I don't know if I get a game in the classical arena. If this goes away, I think it does. I think if you leave the tab, the game will go away. The game will go away from the lobby. But my question is, if I get a game from the lobby, will the tournament, will the arena match me? And I think I've seen people in the Discord sort of complain that happened, and then they lost because they just sat there. But I'm not sure. You never know. Some of those reports, if someone was doing something quite right or what. So we'll see. Hopefully we get something. Otherwise, if there are no games, this might be a very short stream. Maybe next time I'll prepare some backup plans, like maybe showing some equipment, talking about equipment, shogi boards, shogi pieces, maybe talking about books. I've got a number of books that are both in English and in Japanese. Not that I can read Japanese, but the Japanese ones are almost all just sume. All right. Is this the tournament, or is this is the casual? How do I say hello? Hi, good luck. All right, and here we go. So you can see this classical arena still shows this here. I'm curious. I'm guessing that means I will be matched. So maybe I'll. Well, I'm curious. How do I approach this? I don't remember this. I don't quite remember this line. As silly as it is not to remember, because this is so standard. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. And maybe after this game, if we don't get into the classical arena, I will. Oh, I can't. I was going to say that I can show how I analyze a game for my openings afterwards. I can show my opening book and how I compare, but I can't show how I process new lines because I don't have the engine really working on this machine. I'm going to move over here in the meantime. And let's do that. So what he's going to get to boat here, yeah. Not sure what I should do. Do I exchange here first? Let's do it. Let's do it. I think that gives him a chance to move up. Yeah, that might be advantageous to him. Give him a tempo to what he actually wanted to be doing in the first place. Okay. Let's get my king over. Interesting. So what's that? That means the castle is coming up this way. All right. Well, got that. I will finish my half Mino. And boy. I don't know about this. Let's start moving. Okay, so now that this is coming up, he's going to be able to start moving this in. But then I have. So what I'm looking at now is if he starts pushing, I do get that chance to move my bishop out. I mean, that's probably thinking too far into the future, but it's on my mind. I've got to get this bishop out, I think, or I mean this silver out, I think. Let's move the knight, or the gold here to 3-2, and attempt to at least protect as I move my silver out. Now, what do we have? So where is he? If he comes through here, can I? Oddly, kind of at a loss. It's just a stable position, I think. I'll move if this comes out, and then knight. Maybe yeah, I'm gonna have to get this. I'm gonna have to get this bishop here once he starts pushing, unless he moves his rook out. That's always a possibility. I've seen that happen a few times. I don't think he's going to do it. He's got this high Mino on the left hand side, which I don't see often. That is a push. So if I drop a pawn, he takes. I take. Then what? I've got a pawn to drop. Let's keep that in hand. Let's. One. Let's see if he comes through here. It's interesting. Push this. So I don't know what else to do. I'm just going to try to solidify this center, the 5-4 square. Now he's going to probably come up here. I guess, yeah, that 5-9, bishop 5-9, silver 7-6, or 3-6, and push out this way. Never love when that happens. But let's continue with our plan. There. Okay, so he's got that. Now where? What's his plan? What is his plan? Push? There's no push. There's no real threat here. All right. My foot is a little falling asleep here, so I'll change my seating position. Okay, so now we have something. Okay, so if I, yeah, that seems good for me. And he takes, I take, then I've got this threat of a drop, and a pawn. If I push, he pushes. Then I take. He takes. I drop. Yeah, let's do that. Or unless he comes out here. Let's see. It's possible I'm not reading through these lines, but I think that looks good. I think that looks good because I think this is a really potentially strong drop. Now the question is, oh, that's interesting. The question here, that's nice. I didn't think of that. So let's see. If I leave this, I'm at least threatening. Then he comes here. Okay, so silver, if he comes here, then promote, take. And I'm kind of in trouble. Not kind of, I am in trouble. Actually, no. Yes. Because I can't drop the I can't fork here because let's see. It can't be all bad. It can't be that bad, can it? Okay, well, so at least I'm attacking this. So he takes here. He's going to generate himself some forks, I think. Or I could just take.
Expect rain today. Daytime temperatures will hover around 64
Okay.
degrees, with overnight lows around 54.
Sounds like Siri thought I was asking about the weather. Wow. Okay. So if I take that, then I get this fork. I mean, wow. Or if he takes, then I fork that. Now it's getting awfully spicy. Awfully spicy. Why not? Wait, no. Yeah, why not? Okay, so he's got that. Okay, that's what I didn't see. So, if I take with the gold, he's got this. So I take this first. It's check. And he okay. Well, I mean, that's what I've got to do. And there's the minute mark. Let's see. What do we have? Do we have any threats? So there's the gold. Definitely don't want to give up this gold. But what is his drop? What is his drop going to be? Yeah, okay. All right. What is his? That's interesting because he could have dropped. Oh no, he doesn't have the knight. I think I have to take this. Is there any threat I can make that's so what does a night drop do here? Takes no. All right, let's. I don't like going back, but I don't see any possibility for any of the other moves. Is he going to drop the silver and force this down? But then I think I have a pawn drop. My castle is kind of in shambles, but I've got some attacks here. So this is a threat. This is a hanging piece. This is hanging, and this obviously is hanging. He's got some targets. This is such a good game. I'm going to pause the monthly classical just in case. I don't want to get matched up during this game. Because this one's interesting, and that would be incredibly rude to sort of let this one time out while I go to the other game. Okay. In the meantime, I guess what should the thought process be here? Should it be looking for hanging pieces? Should it be looking for drops? Should it be looking for threats? What are his threats here? He doesn't seem to have many great dropping points. Like this is one. This is not. This I guess is a drop point. Okay. Now what what can I do if I get this silver in hand? So take. This, okay, pawn drop here. Pawn drop on 6/6. Take. Then what do I have? Yeah, I'm going to play it a little defensive here. I don't know if that's any good. I usually hate when people do back pawn drops against me. Okay, so what is this threatening? This is going to be a fork. That gives me a chance. I don't think I want to give up block this off. So let's do this for now. Although, yeah. Yeah, I should have seen that. So where he's got the bishop. What's the threat? What is the threat? Yeah, he's got a lot of time. I'm always in POV so quickly. Yeah, maybe I should have thought about that a little more, but I think I had to do that. So he's got a gold now. Now maybe we go on the attack a bit here. Let's. Yeah, I kind of like this because now I've got this, followed by, even though I've dropped this. Oh, huh. I'll take that gold. He's got the bishop. It's not. Boy, he's got a lot of pressure. Can I defend this? How can I defend this? Okay. Oh, shoot. That's not good, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So king takes bishop or gold. Yeah. Okay, I think this is over then. Or, yeah. we've got that now. And then there's the silver drop. Silver drop here. The 8-5 silver drop. Is there any other way? Let's see. Can I drop this? Sure, let's see. Yeah. Good game. Yeah. All right. Well, let's get into the analysis board on that one. Actually, yeah, we've got that. Let's open another tab here and go into the monthly classical and rejoin that. No one's playing, it looks like, but no one's even spectating. He was here. This is new. All right. Now, where is the point? Where's the? Let's see. Where's the point? I felt like I was pretty good. I thought I was all right here. So this is a good place. Okay. So it was basically even. Let me kick off the computer analysis. And yeah, this is what I was expecting to happen. I was expecting him to come out and hit this loose gold. I was Gote in this, so this is an even game. Where's the big mistake? Yeah, that didn't look right. Oop. Okay, well, get this there, back out. Yeah, that didn't look so great. Oh, what was the proper response to that? Oh, okay, so that was, yeah. And what if he takes? Okay, it's still nothing crazy. It's just, yeah. Okay, got this pressure now. That's something that's a good thing to see. Yeah, lining up a rook and gold. I need to try to just to see that a little more often. But what happened? Okay, so the pawn. Where was my big mistake? Okay, it's coming. It's gonna come on here. Okay. Yeah. I missed that fork. I was watching for the fork with the bishop, not for the silver or the bishop again. In the middle there. Actually, I bet the bishop drop would. No, it wouldn't have been better because he can't take because the knight takes. Okay. And then moved up. Where was the critical error? Oh, it looks like the engine analysis might have it. Okay, let me take this off. It was just a steady set of small mistakes from my end. Wow, a lot of. Okay, yeah, that was not so thoughtful there. Are we? We are matching. Okay, still no spectators. Yeah, what did, okay, it wanted the lance. It wanted me to take that lance. What would I have done with it? Yes, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I was so caught up in the center of the board. I didn't, and I was thinking, oh, how can I get this king to move or do anything? And here it was, sort of staring me in the face. That's a prime edge attack situation. So we got the 5-9. Where's the 5-9? Where's wait? Am I reading that? 5-9. Oh, he moved 5-9. Okay, I'm looking at the arrow and like that's not 5-9. Okay. Mistake there. Okay, should have just taken that. Oh, I hear that. Oh, great. Andiologist. And my move. I am Sente. There we go. Queen King. I'm going to do this. I actually reviewed this line earlier. And this is surprisingly here, so he can take that. And if he comes up here, then I come up here. Okay. Now I don't remember. I think it's still taking him out. And okay, so he's built a Mino on the left side. Might as well push. Oh, I forgot this is 15:30, so we've got a lot of time. I think the choice is between these two in this situation. I think I'm going to, since he's already in a castle, I'm going to try. Okay, take. So I still have that, but at the same time, my bishop or my silver is now a little locked in. Oh, I probably should have come up here. Okay. So take as I did in the last take, and then a drop here, and then I don't have that. Okay, let's clear these arrows again. Take, rook, then pawn drop. What can I do? I can drop a pawn myself. No, but then he push. I don't like the looks of that. But by the same token, I'm not sure what to do there, because if he comes out here, I think I'm going to lose this pawn. Yeah. So yeah, take, and then I'm trapped. Then I am trapped. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It'll be interesting to review later. So I guess I'm just going to solidify here. That's okay. Let's see. What am I not seeing right now? Any chances? I've got to come up here. Feel like I almost might as well come up here and give, like, because I'm going to lose that anyway. Or do I take it up here so that he can't come in? Let's get here. Yeah, I mean, I don't think all is lost by any means, but it does feel, certainly feels slightly problematic. No, I don't want to silver trade yet here. Okay, this is coming in. He doesn't have the pawn drop down here. Yeah, I don't like the fact that I've got these both open to a silver drop. But I wonder what's going to force a silver exchange. Nothing yet. And I don't think there's no. Well, let's back it up anyway. So what's his plan going to be here? I don't think. I don't. I guess that does sort of stifle me. So where do I want this silver? Okay, so he's going to make that attack. And with the do I protect with the, yeah, let's just go up. Maybe I push. I don't like that usually, but yeah. Threat, pawn drop. Oh, yeah, I didn't read that one well enough. Comes through. Pawn. I still got that defense. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. He drops. No, yeah, that's fine. I think that's fine. He's going to start pushing here. Wow, this is getting very tricky. Yeah, so push, take, then he drops, which is bad, obviously. Well, I'm going to start moving this up here. Yeah, and the just has built a nice little attack here. You know, hopefully I can just hold firm, maybe get some counterplay. This once I get my knight, once the knight is out. Yeah. I just have to find something. I have to find some way to activate my pieces, even if it means giving him something. Yeah, I really do like this time control. 15:30. There's quite a bit of time to take multi-minute moves. I'm surprisingly Shogi doesn't show the time spent per move here. Maybe it does in the analysis, or maybe I'm just not. I wonder if there's an option here to. No, that's not. I wonder if there's an option somewhere here to show time spent per move. Wouldn't surprise me at all if there's something I've missed. But I'd be curious, where I spend that time. I think, as I mentioned, I think in my first stream, I get in the situation where I spend a lot of time, but don't necessarily go over a lot of lines. Okay, so what is his plan? I don't think this is good. Okay, now I have no pawn. Come out here. He takes, I take, and then where's his? That's then yeah, then he's got big attacks coming in, even just to give up something to make my gold move. What can I where are the most critical points right now? What are the most critical points? This is rough. That's going to be, boy, yeah. So I feel like this is just inevitable. And so I've got to get some way to get this out of here. Even if it means, so if he takes, I take, he takes, and then what? And then yeah. Now, do I just defend with this? Do I don't like that. There's so many open spots. So if I let's say I left this open, what would he do? Drop? No, he can't drop silver. I don't think. Drop silver. Take. Yeah, that's giving me some opportunity. This rook is doing really very little here. What if I do this, then he gets that, which might not be very good for me, and that is definitely not good for me. So what are we looking at here? I don't like it, but I just don't really see much else. And this isn't giving me counterplay. But at least maybe it's making him move? I I don't know. I don't know. Got to get this knight. I've got to open this diagonal. God, I think I've got to get this knight off of 7/7. This, if I come up here, then he's got this drop is. Let's do this. Or can I get the bishop out of here? No. No. All right. Now, a silver drop here would be interesting. I think that's. Yeah, I don't think that's good, because if I come back, he takes, promotes, I take, and I'm protecting this. Yeah, so I don't think that's so good. Okay. And then the pawn drop. And then, so if I take, okay, so I take, he drops back up. Silver. Wow. So I take, is there any chance of something here? No, all I have would be that pawn if I took it. What about this? He takes. I'm in a tough spot. How can I salvage something? Is there any way to salvage anything? Drop here. It just evades. Take. If I drop here, well, let's try. Let's see let's see what he does with that. And is there any sort of trap I can spring by trading off the rook or something? Can I push this pawn and then build up some pressure on that square? Darn. Okay, well, I am. Wait, so. Silver here is tough. I think. Okay. What do I have? I have nothing in hand. I have no real threats. This does what? I don't know. This opens up to this. Huh. Very, very, very interesting, thoughtful. I'm sure I'm losing, but it's a real fun position to try to get out of, or to try to make something out of, because I have so little going on. I'm not really attacking anything. These pieces are just defending, really. I've got to get this out of here. So do this. He drops. I drop. Or it's, yeah. Change positions here again. Oh gosh. I apologize. I didn't have my chat up here, and uh, oh, Justice Agent, you were the person I played in that last really good game. Thanks for the game. Thanks for the chats. Sorry I didn't see your message. I'm still very new at this, and I'm missing, I'm missing my chat. I've got it on another machine, sort of in my view, but when I'm focusing on the game, my eyes don't go there. All right, so let's see, what is his threats. Let me just quickly get on this. Um, do I want to? Do I have anything? Oh, this is maybe not the best move. Yeah. Fun you watching play? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, definitely focused on the game. Um, that yeah, that the bishop drop on 7-1. Yeah, I I want to say I saw it, but I thought I had I thought maybe I thought maybe I had something against it. Maybe I think in those situations where I'm in a spot of trouble, I I I play a little hope shogi where I hope maybe, like, well, if he doesn't see this, then maybe I've got a chance. And obviously I should not be thinking like that. Um, oh, have I trapped it? No, I haven't. Yes. Ooh, I have trapped it. Well, he gets the. Well, I'll have to do that. I don't like it, but I'm gonna have to do it. Actually, maybe that does turn out for me. Because when I take, he takes, then I can promote up here. It's kind of far away. Or I can take and then, hmm. So maybe I've gotten some counterplay here. Uh, he's got to come in and just take this, right? He's still got this nice diagonal. Um, okay. Yeah, so now he's cutting off this. Um, and he's got boy, he's got a lot of pieces, so he's got the attack. Hi, Kyogenma Washi. Sorry, I can't pronounce that. Um, I don't love this, but I'm in a rush. Yeah, once I'm flustered here on time, I definitely have my problems. Let's see. Can I make any sort of attack? Let's so threaten that. That's probably not great. Oh goodness gracious! Oh, I've just given up this. But maybe. Uh, yeah. I'm giving up far too many pieces here. I wonder if this would have been better. I wonder dropping there. No, no, no. Well, then he'd get the yeah, the 5/7 silver drop. He's got a lot of options, and I there's so many lines with 30 seconds to go. I can't go through them. All those drops, it becomes very, very, very scary for me here. And I lost the ability to yeah. Let's this is so useless over here. Let's move over. I don't think that lance does me any good, so I'm gonna just try to move over. Clear out some space for this rook to come in. He's probably going to threaten something. What's a good threat for him? What's a good drop? That I don't think is so good. Maybe the knight or the no, you can't do that. Okay, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that's very nice. Boy, he has so many pieces. If you drop the rook on your camp, you want to. Yeah, I want to. But the Byoyoni panic. That's the thing is that I'm looking at where to drop, and I didn't see it. I wonder if maybe I do the drop and then drop a silver here. Try to force the pieces away. There's just there's just the complexity of the situation increases so much so that with 30 seconds, I'm slow enough as it is, and then I end up I hear the tick tick tick, and so I drop. But he's got so many. I'm terrified of where he's going to what he's going to find, and 4 minutes to go. Yeah, no doubt he's going to get something good here. I wonder if he could just do like moves like, oh, okay. So that's threatening to take, I guess. I don't have any pawns to drop. Um, yeah, this is all too slow. Shoot. Uh, oh yeah. That's not good. That's not good. Yeah, I hmm. I don't even know. I'm. I just don't know what else to do. Seems to maybe hold off, at least force another move. And now I've got this. Now, yeah. So what am I? Oh, okay. And now the drop. Yep. Yeah, that's very good. Although, what does this do? Then a gold. Yeah. So if I drop the rook, gold drop. Maybe I have to. Maybe I just have to. Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Well, if I drop this and give up the bishop, I don't see the immediate mate. I guess you just pile bishops on. Yeah, well, let's do it, and might as well just see what we can do if we can get any pieces. I don't think I have enough for an attack, even if yeah. Yeah, this is just too slow. This is just way too slow. Oh, okay. I'll resign if he takes that regardless. Yeah. Yeah. Back to tournament. Good game. Great game. Um, that'll be a good one to review with my opening lines. Um, is anyone in here? So there's Kachik. There's Kachik. There's me. There's planning. Yeah, and again, apologies for for not seeing chat earlier in both cases. Like I said, I'm new to this, and just there's little too much going on in my head to so far to be able to multitask like that. Where there's the game going on, trying to speak, and then watching the chat. Just a third thing that overwhelmed me. But I'll get better. I'll get better. Let's oh, no one else in the lobby. Are people playing? Okay, yes, they are. They are playing. So in the meantime, let's go to that game, that last game, and get the analysis board up. Where's the request computer analysis? And what do I do here? So let's see. So I have. Let's flip it to me. I'm going to open up in another tab here my opening lines. Hi there. Or I'll do it. I'll do it from studies. Learn. I usually do it from an Alfred from a bookmark, but I've got my central rook lines. And so what I'll do, in this case, I was gote against static rook. I will, or no, I was sente against static rook in this case. So I've got my sente versus static rook here. And I'll go through what, so this is not what he did. So let's get into this variation. I move. Then I think he, what's that? And then, oh, wait, so he didn't, wait, okay, let me back up. He did not do that. This is almost the exclusive andiologist line that I've got. And then I think I push. Yes, I do. And then, okay. Oh, well, so interesting. Oh, so this is not my line. I diverted from my line. And so this is where I'll start reviewing from here. So let me remove this, delete from here, and yeah, happy to see someone stream Shogi. Tell me about it. Like I said in the first one, it's the first stream on my YouTube channel now. It was my second stream, and it's the first video on YouTube, where at the end I talk for just sort of blab for I don't know, half an hour or an hour. I just want to see people playing. There's so much time where I play, and then I'm studying, and I just want to see what other people are doing. And Killer Ducky used to stream so much, and it was incredible to watch. But here there's they're slim pickings, versus the chess world, where there's just so much. Yeah. So in this case, I should have gone 6-8 with my silver, and then from there he does this push. I push. He comes up. That way, I would have. We get to this point. Actually, did we get to something similar here? Is this the same position? Okay, no, because I had pushed early. Okay, so I had pushed this a little too prematurely, and in the end, that did bite me, because I couldn't push it, and I couldn't. I just had to give it up, especially once the silver came in. But let's see what the engine. Let's see what the engine the stronger engine, I guess, hasn't come back yet. But let's see where I was here. What were some of the what's okay? So I'm sente. I'm even game here. So the pushing the pawn there, fascinating. Okay. Okay, so we got this. Build my castle. Yeah, it doesn't like the, so it doesn't, so if I would have, I figured I was just giving up this pawn if I do that, but maybe not. Okay. Yeah, maybe that was once he blocked the bishop diagonal with the silver. Maybe that was my cue to take silver to 5-7. Interesting. All right. Well, I'm gonna let that run, and I don't want to have to spend too much time here on the analysis, which people might not be interested in. But yeah, well, we're still. Let's get into here. We're still in this situation where I suppose it's possible. I don't think it will. I suppose it's possible that the algorithm will match me up with Andiologist again after some certain amount of time. I'm not sure if it's time based or if it's just one of us has to play another person, and then and then and then it sort of resets that counter or whatever it's using to not match someone up with the same person over and over. But anyway, so we can go back to this. Where was that? Was I doing the learn from mistakes? Actually, let's. Wow. Okay, Justice, you played really well. You played very well, and yeah, I mean, I'm generally, in my reviews, I'm generally kind of okay when I see myself in the 200-ish range. But in these games where, well, maybe this wasn't such a short game. I saw this graph, and just the fact that you were almost 100% of the time ahead of me, that made me think that it might have been a short game. But no, it was a relatively long game. You made good moves, and I don't mind seeing this usually. This is the kind of thing when I mentioned again in that first stream where I was talking about over the board play. The person I play every Sunday is stronger than I am. So when I review games, see a lot of this. See like I'll have, especially in the early games. So we play 3 games. You could sort of track my ability over time and see like the first game. So when I win, the rare times I win, in memory, maybe I could look it up to actually see if I'm speaking nonsense. But I think I if I'm going to win, it'll be one of the early games, so the first or maybe second game, and then by the third game, my brain is kind of mush, and he's kicked it into overdrive. But yeah, maybe the reason was that because you like to play solidly, slowly. Yeah, and that's certainly that's one of the things that I've noticed is that someone who's solid. I don't know if you've played chess before or whatever. Like I seem to see this against chess players too, where they play solid moves, and it's almost like a waiting out situation where the solid moves are pushing forward, suffocating, like you say, and eventually, the lesser player, in this case me, maybe pushes a little too far or misses one of the threats, and then it's just snowball from there. So it's like, it's hard to say. It's hard to say sometimes when you see an analysis where the winning player is, like in this case, only 117 sent upon loss. It's like, was that an easy win, or was that like, how hard were the moves? And that's something that the analysis doesn't show. And maybe like that'd be cool to see. I don't know how you'd work on that. I've thought about that in the past, where like, what is the hardness or the difficulty of a move, just to sort of, yeah, because all evaluations are not equal, and sometimes, like, if your opponent is making bad moves, it's almost hard. It's almost hard to not have like a very good rating, just because you're just almost anything you do is going to be good. So yeah, you say your roommate is a central. Yeah. This is similar to me and third file rook. So the person I play every Sunday is third file almost exclusively, and the people I play on Tuesday seem to go into third file against central file. I've looked, and it seems like it's, I don't want to say a counter, but it seems potentially strong against central file. But yeah, I see a lot of third file. So in my studies where, I have my opening lines, there's a pretty established or pretty well established third file rook repertoire. But that said, I've also now switched out to going to not opposing rook. Is that called opposing rook? I don't know. Second file. Basically, I swing it over. It's based on a Satomi Nishiyama match where Satomi was Gote versus the third file opening, and she swung the rook over to the second file rather than central. What push the it's a let me bring up a board here, where Nishiyama, I believe, Nishiyama came here, and then Satomi came up here. And so, with either this or this, you bring up the rook, and you start getting your pieces out. Oops, out here, and move the rook over. And so I've been experimenting, and it's at this point it's almost more than experimentation. It's sort of become my standard approach against third file as Gote, and it's worked out. Yeah. So opposing rook. Yeah. Yeah. When I was saying opposing, it said it just wasn't. It wasn't. I was thinking, oh, isn't opposing rook when you're opposing the other rook? But I got kind of confused, so I didn't really say it. But yeah, it's fun. It's fun, and it's worked out. It's worked out for some very interesting attacks for me, and against there was. Yeah, I've got some surprising wins. I've gotten a couple surprising wins with it, against some good people, and I've gotten some good losses against some very strong people. So I've been pleased with it so far, and so it's like I said, a lot of my opening repertoire has basically been, the foundation is the Satomi stuff, and then just heavily guided by long engine evaluations for moves that I haven't seen before, or that aren't in her Kifu, or what. So it works out. But as you see, like even in a situation like this where I've played Andiologist a large number of times, how many times now? So I'm 3-13. So a number of times, and he seems like to be very consistent. Really knows that his opening well against Central File. I mean, all more power to him. I have that. I reviewed it this morning, and yet I still made an early sort of deviation from what I'm looking to do. So, I think in the end, it's more important to be thinking about, why you're making moves. But there's so much subtlety, it seems like, in a lot of this, where the snowball happens, and it's because of a move. It's a subtle difference. You made 2 moves before, 3 moves before, like in this last game. Maybe I moved the gold, but I should have pushed the silver, or something like that. And it just later on it becomes this untenable situation. Though, yeah, let's. Do I still have that? I do have this up. Oh, it was solidly ahead. This is just sort of the definition of domination here. This kind of graph. And just also a very, very solid game. And me, 2 foot 3. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it in the end, especially since, I think any ranging rook player is kind of, at least as far as the engine's concerned, going to start off with a negative, because the engine just doesn't like ranging a rook. So you're almost giving up some centipon loss just out of the box. Yeah. So it's interesting. I'm pleased. I'm pleased. I felt that was good. I mean, it was another, just like your game against me, Justice. This was a stifling game where I just slowly got ground down, but I don't, until the very end, there wasn't this huge collapse, which is really what I'm trying to do. So I don't know if this helps. This is something I struggle with. It's the fact that you need to plan your attack because you can't keep defending to the end. So you have to come up with, set at least a threat. Exactly. And that's I was thinking it. I think I was saying it as well in that last match with Andiologist, where it's like, I see this defense, but I have to start making some threats. I have to start getting some counterplay. And once at the end, I felt like I started getting some counterplay when he moved, when he pushed the rook over, to 9-6. That's when I thought, okay, I might be losing, and sure enough, I was in trouble. But at least I've got some chances because Shogi's such a tough game at the end game that all it takes is one or two slow moves or one drop in the wrong spot, and it's an even game again, or worse, for the other player. So yeah, I'm hoping to stick in there, especially against people. That one of the things I'm trying to do is when I'm playing someone who I consider to be better than I am, so a stronger player, and that's quite often that's going to be the case, especially over the board right now. In the clubs I play in, or in some of these Shogi rapid tournaments, most of the time I think I'm probably going to be the underdog. I am trying to avoid the getting overly aggressive in the hopes that maybe I can't read this, but like maybe this is good, and maybe this is going to be a strong line, versus like play solid. If I see threats, try to make them, try to see where there are openings, where there are loose pieces, and block up the holes that I have, especially when it comes to like when a bishop is being exchanged. That right now is one of my Achilles heel. It's killed me over the board in the past couple weeks. It's killed me online on Shogi Club 24. I think a couple times in the past week or so, where so many of my thought process is so molded around the people that I play regularly and the lines I review regularly, which don't usually have early bishop exchanges. So I don't have that constant like, he has a bishop, he has a bishop, he has a bishop. Don't open a hole here, don't open a hole, down here or something like that. And yeah, it's I don't know why I'm rambling about that, but it's about trying to stay solid and stay solid. Find some way to generate counterplay or generate attacks, make a threat, and then kind of take what the opponent gives. And it's been working out. I definitely feel, even if today's matches have been rough, I definitely feel like I'm improving and seeing more of the board, which makes me feel better. There aren't as many games where I come away with like, oh, I didn't even like, I didn't see all these threats. Well, I might see them. I might be too late to deal with them, but at least at some point I see them, and I see, hopefully sort of absorb that and have these patterns in my head so that I avoid it next time, or if the opportunities are presented to me, that I can take advantage of the opportunities. And that's something that, like in the game, the earlier game, I don't have it up, the game against you, Justice. That whole that checkmate pattern, that hits me a lot. And maybe it's because I'm central rook and I don't have maybe the full Mino or what, but like that happens against me, and it doesn't happen for me all that often. So, I'm trying to find a way to get into situations where I can apply those same sort of techniques. And when I focus on it, sometimes I tend to get it a little more often, and maybe that's just it. It's finding a balance of all the things I want to focus on in a single game, and not lose track of some of the things that apply, and while sort of discarding temporarily the things that don't apply. There's the great book, Storming the Mino Castle, which I have, And so I know the attacks. When I'm reading the book, I see these things. But when I'm in the Mino Castle and the other person is storming it, I'm not always I'm not doing a good enough job of like blunting it, with a subtle pawn drop, or with maybe a redundant silver or something like that. But yeah, maybe in a future stream, one like this, which is kind of slow, where the games aren't coming in, I'll go through the book collection. Like I said earlier, there are a lot of books, all the Nekomato books, the some of this, basically, all the English books, I've gotten, for better or worse. And then a number of like the Sume books, or Hishi books that don't require much reading. Maybe you could try to pressure the center, because I felt that I undermined your rook's presence, which I took advantage of, and as for the endgame, it was a matter of speed. So yeah. The pressuring the center is obviously that's like, the dream in the central rook. Where it gets difficult for me when playing sort of a steady player, or a solid player, is that at some point, I think at some point, and as I look at like Satomi games and other Central Rook games, I think some of the people I follow on YouTube, like Tobe and Itoshin TV, they occasionally, like, not occasionally, Tobe plays Central File a lot, and I see Itoshin also plays Central File, and Manao channel, she plays Central File quite a bit. There's this balance where it seems like, at some point, I don't want to say you give up on that center pressure, but like, Central File is, it's not, I don't want to say like it's a philosophy, but it's it's almost like it's a holding ground for some other ranging rook, where you try to make your threat up the center. If it doesn't happen, then you swing over to second file, you swing over to the third, or in some cases fourth, or whatever. And it's, quite often in these central rook games, the rook will not be, on that fifth file. And I think the thing that I do that sometimes I see these other pros not doing, which sort of locks me into the center, is that I maybe push that central pawn in a somewhat ill-advised time. And so, like, I'm almost stuck having to try to defend it, and then then you don't want your rook, just, one of your best pieces, if not the best piece, sitting back there just defending a pawn. So it's a weird balance there. There's always that pressure that comes from a static rook player onto the head of the bishop, or the head of the knight, which becomes difficult as well, which sometimes requires that relocation to the third file. Yeah, it's tricky. I think it's a matter, I guess, of just playing more often, seeing more positions, getting comfortable with it. I'm feeling more comfortable as time goes on. Like yesterday, I'm still really feeling good about that first game I had against Endeologist, where it's like that was one of my better, more solid games, I think. Although looking back, the review it's a mess. Yeah. So Justice, you say, I think most often the rook will move to the second file, because I noticed if I play third file, I would move it there and keep opposing the rooks, bumping them, whenever the opposing rook moved. Yeah, definitely. And so in this case, you play third file. Well, in this case, you're saying that you you as a third file player move to second file, or against you as a third file player, the other player moves to second file? Is that because I like I said before, that I'm definitely doing that a lot against a third file player, so that I can get sort of an attack up on the king, unless he comes up with like a peerless gold or something else. Yeah. The when a third file player is pushing down on my king, and then switches to second file, that often scares me. As the defensive side, because my castle at that point might be Mino, and then all of a sudden now there's a rook aiming at my head, and an attack coming on the edge. Yeah. Okay, you were a third file, and so that was your attack plan against static rook. Okay, so you've got your rook there, and that's something I was thinking about doing in the last game. Let's bring that back up. I didn't know if there was a time. I didn't see it. I think it felt like I was just too stuffed, for lack of a better word, on that side, where I thought maybe, like, let's see, I don't, not right here, but like, do I think about this? Yeah, I don't, I think it's still rough, because it's just too crowded in here. Let's see. Let me throw this on the analysis board. See what this is even saying to do. So move it back, move it up, move it back. What did I do? I did 6-9. Oh, okay. Yeah, I had visions of, oops, I had visions of, sort of, gosh, I'm losing my arrows. Coming up here, some sort of counterplay there. And the knight's position being restricted. Yeah. Now this, not to make excuses for my poor play. This is something I think I don't usually do. This is something I don't usually do, and I think it's one of the dangers. I think it's one of the dangers of studying with the engine. The engine's great and all that, and it helps a lot. But I think this is, for me, one of the downsides to working with the engine, because in some lines I'll be reviewing things, and it'll be in a similar situation where the engine will say, oh, it's like, overwhelmingly you've got to push this, you've got to push this knight. But like, in the situations that I'm looking at, it's slightly different. Like, it's slightly different, such that all that's going to end up doing is suffocating me. So yeah, like you say, many potential drops if I moved the knight and bishop trade. So yeah, I wonder. So where did I make that? Where did I make that move here? 7-3. What am I? Where's my 7-3 knight? Why didn't it do it? Why is it not doing it? Wait, am I misreading? 7-3 knight? Oh, 7-7 knight. Where's my 7-7? Okay. Okay. Well, in the engine, the overall engine evaluation. So it's tough to compare the in browser to the one that went online. It did see that as a mistake here. It saw it as a bigger mistake. If I'm not mistaken, it said 7 before. I'm gonna just throw this on. But yeah, what in this position? What is it advocating? Okay. Yeah. Yeah. 9-4, 9-4. Yeah, yeah. Maybe that would have been smarter so that I get that. I think to potentially get this out there. Oh, all right, we got a game. Play Brenton. Play Brenton. Okay. What are we doing here? What is this? Oh, is this the tournament? All right. Here we go. Gote, Central Rook versus Static Rook. This is this is what one of the first players I'd play with over the board was a really good Static Rook player, and very strong, very attacking. And I always felt like I was just under constant pressure. It really forced me to learn my lines, though. These are yeah. These in my repertoire here. This is the these are the I don't think I want to drop. These are the they start out with the worst evaluation. Okay. Yeah, I did that. That was. I think. What did I need to do there? Boy. All right. Well, let's. What's the? I don't think this is. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right. I don't think this is right. What's the? I, so he takes that. So if I drop, then he moves. He still has this same. All right. Well, I'm going to. I don't know if this is. I'm going to give up the rook, but get this promoted. Oh boy, that. Wow, that's interesting. This is This is where I definitely have to review my lines. He's threatening this, then he's threatening this. All right. Well, I'm gonna give up everything, I guess. Yeah, this can't be right, but. So let's see. So I've got this. He's got a pawn. He's got lance. I've got a pawn. This is rough. This is definitely rough. see. Is your shirt a king piece? Yes. Yes, it is. Yep. It is. Yep. I've got a bunch of these shogi shirts. Where do I want to? If I can get this pawn out of here. Okay, so we get this gold, and then that's the king's over here, or the rook's over. It's dead. Okay, take this. That. Do I have a? No, I don't have a knight. Well, let's keep pressure here. No, because I want to be able to come into the center. Yeah. All right, getting my hands a little cold here. Okay, now what am I going to do? Now what am I going to do with this? Do I start trying to push? So there's the lance drop coming in, maybe. Where can I start applying some pressure? All right, well, let's keep the diagonal center point. Oh, maybe I should have. I want to do this. Let's get this king over here. Let's. I think the. So if I come over here, what can he do? He can just put a pawn. He can put a pawn to be the just safe. He can put a lance. He could put a pawn. Let's keep going. I think this might not have been the wisest. Well, yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Well, this got crazy quickly. This player, this looks like a new player. Oh, so I'm going to get one of these. Yeah, so it's going to be potentially a good player, only with the 1500. So my rating gets to suffer, as if I'm losing to a 1500, but he's actually like, an 1800 or 1900 or whatever. All right. Yeah, let's start coming up here. So if he pushes, then it's. Yeah, it's getting spicy. All right, let's start pushing this pawn. Let's get this center attack going. Okay. So let's see. So I come down here. I guess he can do this. Drop the pawn, take the lance. Do that. Get the horse. Can I do anything with the lance? Hmm. What if I take this? Go for that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm in a tough spot. I think I'm going to do that. I like that. Now I also get this up here. Still protecting this. Hmm. Well, that's not good. Uh, hmm. It's kind of a weird standoff there. What can I use? What can I use? Hmm. Let's move this. Just try to get this guy out of here. Hmm. Okay. Now I'm suffering. So take, 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 or take, take. What about take? Take. Boy. Well, this is a one of those moments where I say I should play solidly, but I don't think there's any reason to play solidly right now. Now do I give up 2 of these? So take. It's just shambles. Yeah, this got ugly. This got ugly. I'm just not even. I hate to resign this early. What can I even do? What can I even try? What can I even try? Pawn. So let's say I drop a pawn. It goes back. And at least I get a. At least I get a token. I don't know. Not good. That's. Yeah. Now, okay. Can I? So I drop a pawn. No. Okay. 60 seconds left. Pawn. Pawn. So. Okay. Let's see what we can do with that. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at the slower move. Well, let's get something. this is going to be not too slow here. So what is what's the mate? Where's the, yeah. And just keeps pushing, and there it is. Yep, very good game. Just start this analysis so I can look at it later. Tough game. Started off. I think this is yeah. It started off. And that's the end of the tournament. All right. That's the end of the tournament. I only got 3 games in, I suppose, today. 2 in the tournament, and the one against Justice Agent. And I think, where am I? Oh, I'm at the bottom. Oh, that one didn't count. Okay, well, regardless, yeah, two losses. Congratulations to the winners. I think, is that the new player? Is that the did I see him in the chat? Yes, definitely did. Congratulations. Yeah, good tournament, monthly classical arena. I expected a little more action in it, but getting 3 games in is okay. And yeah, I hope to see you all soon. And again, I hope this was at least interesting to watch, the 3 losses and a bunch of blabbering about analysis and other things. But it was fun for me, and I guess I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Bye.